Hello and welcome to another episode of Two Guys, Two Beers podcast.
Or you're joined with me, the other host, Max Q.
Okay, well, we starting brand new today, and I'm Phantom. So,
I don't like being your co-host, bitch. I'm a host, too.
You never do the intro, so next time
I know, it's because I really need to practice working on it so that way you don't have to do it all the time.
Oh, this
and then I can call you my co-host, and then you just be like, fuck, I don't like this either.
I don't really care. A name is a name. We all get paid the same.
Do we?
I mean, let's not talk about how much we get paid at the moment, but we both get paid the same, so.
Nothing.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Why is that embarrassing? I mean, shit, we got to start out somewhere. Dude, everybody's podcast or anything they do starts out making no money. Unless you're already famous. That doesn't count.
I'm about to say the rich people who make podcasts. Like if Kim Kardashian or one of them Kylie the Jenners or somebody super famous make a podcast, it's going to make over like $1 billion in like a year.
Yeah.
Just from advertisements.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. They would make a good bit of money, but again, we're not the Kardashians, whoever the fuck they are.
No, you don't know who they are. It's kind of hard to explain.
I want to say, isn't one of them like married to Kanye or something? But other than that, I don't know who they are. I don't do that reality TV bullshit. I know that they're like some sort of reality TV show, but I mean, I couldn't point them out of a fucking lineup.
I mean, how they got pretty much famous was from the
blowing Kanye.
No, the sister had a sex tape with this guy named Ray J.
Whoever that is.
It's a rapper. It's R&B. I don't know what he is. How would you categorize him?
I don't know.
And then pretty much she dated a whole bunch of famous people, and then her sister dated some famous people.
There must have been one good sex tape.
I didn't ever watch it, so I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying, but for real, I mean, if other famous people were like, "Damn, I got to hit that too," it must have been one good sex tape.
I mean, I feel like most celebrities, fuck other celebrities, tell you the truth.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she would have been an upcoming celebrity, right? Not just.
No, she was around.
I bet she was.
I mean, not that type of way, but she was like, I don't know, maybe she was, but she was like around, like, you know how like people be like assistant to famous people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She was like that type of person, and then that's, you know, she got famous, and pretty much she worked for $1 billion.
From blowing everybody.
Well, if she ever sue you, have fun with that.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't got nothing to take.
She gonna make sure of that.
I mean, there ain't nothing to take. I'm smart about my investments. I ain't gonna say how, but I assure you I am.
I'm gonna call the IRS.
I don't give a fuck.
Sound like they have some interesting information that they could take from you.
Shit, they can try whatever they want. I got lawyers. I got tax attorneys. That shit's all done professionally, so I already know that shit ain't gonna happen.
There's had $1 million Max Q coming out.
Yeah, I pay $2,000 a year to make sure my shit's legal.
Shit, I never pay.
I mean, I have to for my business.
Must be nice.
It's a good way to not have to pay a lot of shit.
I mean, I want to start a non-profit just so that I can do a whole bunch of write-offs.
I mean, I want to start a non-profit, but not for that reason.
Well, that's what most of the rich people do.
I mean, that is what most rich people do, but...
I mean, I feel like later in life you're going to tell me, yeah, I got like 5 non-profits.
I mean, I'm hoping to.
No, I'm talking about later in life. Like you
got. I assure you, they won't all be non-profit. Oh, there's going to be a couple for-profits.
I mean, can't you do the same thing for for-profits?
Yeah, I mean, you can still write shit off. It's just you can actually pay yourself.
Well, for-profit?
I mean, there's certain non-profits where you can pay yourself, but it's labeled a different way. Like, there's different types of non-profits.
I mean, can't you? I thought technically for non-profit you still could pay yourself because you could say you was
depends on
employee.
The type. It all depends on the type. Because like I said, there's one where you cannot pay yourself, but you can pay your employees.
But can't you say you're an employee?
Nope. Basically, you just start it, and you get nothing in return. Which, I mean, is kind of the point, but I would, you know, I mean, you're the one that has to fund it. You're the one that has to start it. You should at least get your money back.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wouldn't start that type of nonprofit. I started other nonprofit that I get paid. I could at least write off some stuff and get paid.
Yeah. I mean, this would be a good area to start one for the homeless people.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, you get big enough, you see like rich people donate to you. Because I know over the weekend they was doing a big like a it's called Clubhouse. It's kind of like one of them old messenger boards where like you have a picture and then like a whole bunch of celebrities talking to each other. So then pretty much like it was this lady, she doing a nonprofit. Well, she really just doing it herself. She pretty much like feed the homeless in Chicago. And then like a whole bunch of celebrities know about her, and now a whole bunch of people about to donate to her.
I wonder if it's one I saw on the news.
What's it called? It's something Barbie.
Okay, yeah, I don't think that was the name. It was just a homeless or food bank in Chicago that was getting a bunch of shit donated by a bunch of companies now because there was a school that was giving out or like loaned one of their departments that goes out and does statistical studies. So they'll go like door to door and take surveys and stuff like that and learn about people and what they like to do, or whenever they have certain subjects, they'll go out and ask people questions on what they do. But they loaned out their entire department to a food bank and gave all the money that they would normally make to the food bank to pay them and whatnot, and that kind of stuff.
I mean, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but then people found out that that's what was happening, and like certain companies were donating money and celebrities were donating money and trying to make sure that they could stay open. And then there was like, I don't know, there was, I forget what food company it was. They were like, oh, well, we're also going to give out $250,000 to companies across the nation to help out food banks. And I was thinking to myself, like, you're a multi-billion-dollar company and you're going to give $250,000 to every food bank in the nation to split. Like, ooh, what's everybody gonna get, a fucking penny?
See, when people like that say it, when you say it like that, it makes it seem like they don't do shit. But when they say it out loud, they be like, oh, so many people are like, oh wow, look at them, they care, they doing so much for the community.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's pretty much just for publicity. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, $250,000, that's a lot. But again, like I just said, and that's probably being generous, even saying a penny. Like, I mean, legit, I bet you it probably wouldn't even be a quarter of a penny if they were to literally divide it between every food bank across the U.S. So, you're just pissing on all these non-profit, or all these food banks. In reality, like, if you really want to make a difference, donate millions of dollars worth of products, not... Or whenever your shit's about to expire, take it off the shelf a month or two in advance and donate it.
Yeah, because I still don't understand. Like our whole, like pretty much a lot of stuff that's pretty much like past the expiration date, instead of giving to like homeless shelters or to the homeless, they rather just throw it away. Like it's real bad in New York, because I've seen New York. Literally, you know how like restaurants, they have like... Every so often, they really have to like throw away because they have so many bodegas and corner stores. Literally, it's like trash bags full of like fresh food. Pretty much, it's like as soon as it hit 12 o'clock, pretty much it's expiring.
Yep, I know, it's crazy. I mean, it really is.
I mean, I seen this one thing. I don't know if it was you or somebody else was telling me about how like literally people used to like camp out at stores, and like let's say Walmart. Let's say if this food expired today, and let's say like tomorrow, people used to wait till 12 o'clock and then go to like let's say like 11 o'clock. You go look at all the food that's gonna expire like today. At 12 o'clock, they pick up all that food that expired. Then they go to the front register and they literally, since it's expired, they don't have to pay for nothing.
What? I've never heard of that. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even give it to you nowadays.
I mean, I don't know how
Maybe certain places would, but I feel like Walmart would not let you walk out of there without paying for it.
I'm telling you.
They would probably throw that shit away before they would ever give it to you.
Either they didn't pay for it or it was very reduced price because it was expired.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you can get some seriously reduced prices. I mean, I could teach you some ways that you can get a lot of shit real cheap at Walmart if you want to be realistic on food.
I mean, how?
I don't know if I should say it on the podcast.
All right, we got to talk after the podcast.
No, I mean, it has to do with the reduced price stickers. Let's put it at that.
I never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess, fuck it, they're probably never going to hear this for a while before they realize that's what I do. But, so, like, say, for instance, like, I mean, I'm a real big food, or junk food junkie, so yeah. I really like sweet stuff, and, a lot of this shit's stupid expensive. Like, for a fucking cookie cake that probably cost $1, and maybe, like, even $2 or $3 for food, so let's say $5 for them to make, and they're charging you over $10 for it. So what I do is I look for the ones that say clearance. Yeah. And then I very slowly I pick a good one up and the old one, and I put them both in my cart. And as I'm walking around the store shopping, I take the sticker off of the clearance item, and I put it on the good item, and then I end up only paying $1 or $2 or $3.
I don't think you should have told this on the podcast. Do you want me to erase it?
Why?
No,
I
feel like it's more than you just doing it. I feel like it's actually professional people who do it.
I don't know. Do you think it would be legally? Do you think what could they really do?
I mean, they pretty much, I feel like a lot of times at Walmart, they already know they're not going to make most of their money off of food and stuff. It's like mostly off like clothes or them bullshit ass, as seen on TV type shit.
I mean, do they make a killing on food?
Well, I feel like they make more money off the food. They like the kitchen type stuff than like the like bullshit ass. Well, who knows? Maybe they got a whole bunch of deals with people now for like the food.
I don't know. I mean, do you think they could actually legally come after me? Should we delete it?
No, they can't legally come after you. You know how people do that shit. You know why the fucking self checkouts have become better and better?
Because of people like me.
Well, people like you and shit. I know people a lot worse than you.
Yeah, so do I. I've seen people legit. Like, I was at Sam's Club a couple of weeks ago, and I was waiting in line to check or go out, and like I legit just seen this lady walk out with a whole cart full of food, and the lady that's like checking their seats is just like, "Hey," and like starts screaming at her. She's like, "You need to actually show me your receipt." And this lady paid for like 2 items.
What?
Out of 50.
What?
And just walked out of the store. She's like, "Fuck you! I ain't have to show you shit." I was just like, damn, and I just paid for everything. I'm like, this is some bullshit. Like, they didn't even call the cops. I sat there and was like waiting in the parking lot. I'm like, are they gonna call the cops? And like, they never did. And I was just like, wow, is it really this simple?
I mean, that's ridiculous, because I know whenever I go to Walmart, they make sure I show them my receipt, or pretty much they step in front of you and stop you.
Yeah.
Or like people be like touching you. I'm like, whoa. I need a receipt. I'm like, you see me pay for it.
They don't give a fuck.
Pretty much.
Because you're black. I think it's the truth. Let's be real here.
Well, at least you said it, not me. Because I remember one time I was with my boss and we both was buying a pair of boots. Literally, he bought the pair of boots, then put no plastic bag over it, no nothing. Walked out. Nobody asked for a receipt. I did the exact same thing. Sir, can I see your receipt? I'm like, what? And then my boss asked me when I got to the car, what took you so long? Like, so you didn't hear him ask for the receipt? He was like, you didn't ask for my receipt. I'm like, I want to know what's the difference.
See, technically it's illegal for them to do that. If they're going to, I know, yes, legally they have the right to ask you for a receipt. That's not what I'm saying. They do. They 100% do. But unless they have proof of you prior, that they have a suspicion that you stole something, they cannot single just you out to find out whether or not you purchased those items. They actually need to be asking everybody that's in the line to exit the door for their receipt and checking their items. It is illegal for them to actually pick you out, like I said, without them catching you on video camera, an employee giving them suspicion or something along those lines. They can't just stop you because you're black, because you're Hispanic, because you're Indian, whatever other race. They can't just stop you without having suspicion prior. And if you can get proof of it, I mean, that's good for you. You can legally sue them if they stop you and they let a white person past you if you're a person of color.
I mean, the problem is, like, it's very hard to catch them cases. Like in my boss